Hi, Happy New Year. I'm much happier than I was last year, and I apparently am visibly happier as well because when I went back into school for my GCSE certificates, all my teachers said something along the lines of, "Oh, you look so much happier," and it's like, did I? Did I look like particularly upset? Hello? I mean, the only like the only teacher that I could actually understand saying that would be my drama teacher because, to be fair, I did accidentally open up to him a little bit, but I didn't see him at the GCSE certificate thing. These were all teachers that didn't see me when I was going through this major thing. Or at least they did see me, but they didn't see me when I was at my lowest and I was actually miserable. So I either look particularly happy at the moment or I looked absolutely miserable last year. But anyway, what's done is done. So I was gonna have notes because this is all timed and stuff, but I forgot to make notes, so yeah. So yeah. Sorry, Audacity just crashed out of nowhere. Anyway, yeah. So first of all, games. I started Sonic Adventure. Good game. I think I've got I think I'm 40% through Sonic's story, and he's the I don't know. I'm at the egg carrier currently, and I'm stuck on it because I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the sky deck, but I want to go to my Chow, and I can't. And I have to finish the level, but I can't see my Chow when I'm playing as Sonic. So what am I even meant to do? That's anyway, then there's Tails. I honestly can't remember where he is. Amy is still stuck in Twinkle Park because that level is genuinely horrifying. I think I'm also still stuck on Twinkle Park for Big, which is kind of embarrassing because that's his first level. But I'm bad at the fishing minigame. I'm sorry. All the ladies hate me, but hey, I'm good at the rhythm minigame, so you can't come at me. Next is Knuckles. Where is Knuckles? I can't remember where Knuckles is. And I haven't unlocked Gamma yet, so yeah. I think that's everyone. Anyway, it doesn't matter who is wrong or who is right. Sorry, I've also finally started Sonic Adventure 2. I just finished the first level with Knuckles in it. I think I finished the second level. Well, actually, no. I think I finished the one after the first level with Knuckles. Because I kind of don't care because I've got the Chow Garden now. But anyway, I literally just started Sonic X-Shadow Generations, and I'm only on the Sonic Generations part because I didn't play that game in 2011 or in any time between 2011 and now. And I also only started it at Christmas because that's when he got it. I've also got Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic Heroes, I think I'm really inconsistent. I think I'm at Ocean Palace for Team Sonic. Team Dark, I think, are at Power Plant. I want to say it's Power Plant. Chaotix are at... They're either at Rail Canyon or they're the boss fight after that. But I don't know. Yeah, I think they are. Oh well. Team Rose is really far ahead. They're in the 60% done or something like that. I think they're at that. I think I finished that one with the mansion. I don't remember what it's called because I've only played it in Team Rose. And I only played it once because it was relatively easy. Because it was Team Rose. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't dislike Team Sonic. And they're not too difficult either. It's just when you play as them, Knuckles gets cut off when they're all doing their little messages, and it actually bugs me so much. I hate playing as them because it's like, okay, I could be playing as anyone, but instead I'm playing as the team where Knuckles gets cut off. What is this? My buddy Knuckles, uncles, what the flip? As for Shadow the Hedgehog, right, I'm stuck on the egg breaker boss fight, right? Because, right, I was going for the good route because I started on the neutral route and I was like, hold on, I want to do the good route. And then I failed on that one where you have to chase that thing because it's really hard. And I was like, okay, I can accept this. I'm sorry, Sonic, I'm letting you down. I finished Mad Matrix, which is absolutely lovely level. Love that level. Mwah. I love every single going inside the computer level in every single game. It's always good. And if you make a bad going inside the computer level, I don't care. I will appreciate it anyway because you attempted a going inside the computer level. And like the thing about Mad Matrix is that level is really, really fun. And then you have the Egg Breaker boss fight, which is so annoying. And like the thing is, you're with Espio. I can let down Sonic the Hedgehog, but I cannot let down Espio the Chameleon. Prospero, my man. How can you do this? Like, anyway. I think in terms of Sonic Generations, I can't remember where I am. I think I just finished Sky Fortress. I also did the boss fight with Metal Sonic. I haven't played anything else. So don't leave spoilers. Don't even leave spoilers for Sonic Generations, the original Sonic Generations, because I know basically how it goes, and the plot isn't too complex, but I don't care. I want to experience that for myself, thank you very much. Right, initially, I went on this really, really long rant about Sonic 3, but I went over the 40-minute mark, so I've cut it out. Hopefully, I will at some point upload that rant, but I have posted so many different rants about Sonic 3 and my opinions, and I've linked, I'll link my, absolute definitive one in the description, as of right now, my most definitive one. But yeah, if I make any reference to Sonic 3, guess I just forgot to edit that out. Oh, I finished Nights into Dreams! I finished Nights into Dreams a few days before Christmas so that I could play Christmas Nights into Dreams because I have the Steam version of Nights, so you can play the Christmas version. I'm upset because it's not the full version of Christmas Nights into Dreams. You don't get the Sonic minigame. Anyway, also you have to play with the ugly PS2 graphics, and this is coming from the number one PS2 glazer. Those graphics are just awful. They are so awful. I don't like them. It's not that they are bad, it's that they are ugly. And you could be playing a lovely Sega Saturn looking thing where the models are super charming and cute, and no. Forced to the PS2. Also, they do my least favorite thing when it comes to ports of a game, where they instead of taking the original version of the game song or editing the version they pick, they just pick the raw streaming version of a song. And I feel wrong to say streaming version because I understand it was released on CD, but I'm going to call it that for the just simplicity's sake. The streaming version, i.e. where it loops and then it fades out a bit, and then they just loop that with the fade out bit. They do that in so many ports, and it drives me bonkers. They do that in the Sonic Mega Collection for Sonic CD, and I believe probably something else, but I don't know. I only really play it for Sonic CD and Sonic the Fighters. And it drives me insane. Also, I don't really play it for Sonic CD anymore because now I've got Sonic Origins. Before someone says, oh, but Sonic Origins is blah 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 blah. It was free. And when it's free, it's really, really good. If you're paying money for it, yeah, fair enough, you are allowed to complain. But it's free. So at the end of the day, I win. Anyway, oh, I forgot to mention I'm real life Silver the Hedgehog. I know it's something I only figured out this year, but it's actually really true. Like I literally I need to find the Ibwis Twigger. Sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that, but I do need to find the Iblis trigger. As I said, this part of the recording is recorded on right. It's recorded on the 30th. The original part was recorded, I believe, on the 27th. So this is a few days later. Listening back, there was a bit of where he says like, "Hi guys," and it sounds weirdly like Silver, which more proof that I'm him. And I can acknowledge that yes, realistically, if we're going to compare me to any Sonic character, I probably have a better chance of embodying Blaze, or if you're going to count them as a Sonic character, Knights from Nights into Dreams. But I don't care because I am real life Silver the Hedgehog, and I don't care what you say. It's true, it's real, and I am him. Anyway, next question. Sorry, I saw Wicked. I loved Wicked. Wicked was fun. The neighbor's kids are fighting. Sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. It's funny. Anyway, oh, what else have I done? I've done actually good. I started my A-levels, and I'm getting straight B's. Well, not actually, but oh, wait, I got straight 7s on my GCSEs. That was completely unexpected. I was getting consistently 5s on all my mocks, except for English language and lit, because I'm good at those. And then suddenly, oh, no, you got straight 7s now. I'm kind of disappointed that I got an 8 in English language, which is really, really good. But I wanted a 9? What the flip? The only things I didn't get 7s or above were, what's it called? Geography. I'm actually losing. Right, geography, surprisingly RE, and drama, but that's because it's a BTEC, and so you don't get 1 to 9 grades. To be fair, my drama grade was low-key abysmal. It was a level 2 pass, which, I mean, it's a pass, and it's not a level 1 pass, for anyone who doesn't know. It's, you get a pass, a merit, or a distinction, and there's 3 levels, 3 being the best, 1 being the worst. I passed my drama, you guys. I passed it. So, at the end of the day, and, I low-key ate up one of my things. I think, actually, looking back, alright, okay, sorry. I had to design a costume for a character, and I was given the opportunity to resit it, and then I didn't because I had loads of art GCSE stuff, and being frank, I care more about art. And, I always complain, I low-key ate that up. My design was crazy. I even thought about color theory and shape theory and yeah, I didn't make the costume at the end of the day, which is probably a pretty important part to making a costume design. I always leave that detail out. I wonder why. If I'm being honest, I had a really weird relationship with how much I like drama, and I would never ever if I could go back in time and tell myself to take another subject, I would tell myself in year 9, do not take drama BTEC, take media studies. Not because I didn't like drama, but because it was really fluctuant in how I liked it. I would prefer to have something that I consistently don't like than something that I sometimes really, really love, and it's the highlight of my day. And then other times it's something that genuinely makes me miserable. Alright, sorry, my dad's talking really, really loudly on the phone, and I don't know if you can hear it in the background because it's not showing up, but when I listen back, I can still hear them in the background, and it drives me bonkers. So, I'm low-key gonna wait this one out. Look at the stars in the big black ink. Tell me what you feel, and tell me what you think. Is it cold outside? Is it cold out? This is what I live for. This wondrous chill. And yes, it can be lonely. But hey, Do what you will. Nobody likes me, everyone's afraid of me. It's because I am weird. Nobody likes me, everyone's afraid of me. It's because I am weird. Is it cold outside? Sorry. I low-key want to start like recording covers of the Sonic R song soundtrack. It's literally so good. Like, living in the city, you know you've got to survive. You've got to keep the dream alive. Where everything is free. Can't you see? That's the only bit. I'm really bad at like non-gradual tonal shifts in songs, and I love singing in minor as well. That's unrelated. I just love singing in minor. And so when it comes to can't you see, I really struggle with it. So which is why I don't that and like. Okay, I know Michelle Bucks has insane vocal range, so this is really unrealistic. But God, I really want to do covers of Milk Can songs. They are so good, especially We Are Milk Can and Keep Your Head Up. Keep Your Head Up like gives me genuine chills, and I could never record that because that song is so, you need such an insane vocal talent to do that, and it's an insane vocal talent that I don't have because like I literally only sing one for fun. But yeah, it's bonkers. I actually do want to get singing lessons one day, if I'm being honest. Not proper singing lessons. I don't think I could make singing my career or like something I study, but something that I do as a hobby, absolutely. Like in the same way that I get piano lessons, even though I don't really do anything musical other than playing the piano and like dabbling in other instruments. Like I play, as you heard last year that I forgot to re-record, I can play the Green Hill Zone theme on the ukulele and another song that, considering my less than cisgender state, I'm just going to leave you to guess what that is. I've gone on a complete tangent here. Anyway, let's go back to my GCSEs. So, sorry, yeah. As I said, I got straight sevens. Not truly straight sevens. Okay. I got a 5 in RE, which actually upsets me because like RE is one of the easiest things to do you can get. Like that's something that like, okay, this is going to sound really mean. If you are a high achiever, and I am a high achiever, that's one of your like guaranteed, like I'm probably going to get a 9 in this. If not, I'm going to at least get a 7 in this. And I got a 5, which like to put things into perspective, in one of my sets of mocks, I had gone to I had gone to a concert the night before. We didn't know we were going to have mocks when we booked the concert tickets. So, yeah. And so I was exhausted because I had gone to my friend's house. It's like we had arrived back at my friend's house at like 3 a.m, and I had slept in a sleeping bag, and I already am bad at sleeping. Like, it takes me, like, at least an hour, if not more, to get to sleep. So, if I'm already in a bad state, I'm gonna be awful at sleeping. But, like, I fell asleep in the exam hall. I didn't finish half the paper. Like, I answered the multiple choice question on the second half of the paper, and that was it. I had done the first half and that multiple choice question, and that was it. Nothing else. So I just fell asleep, and I still got a 5. And then I'm putting my whole I was like on the brink of learning the 99 names of Allah. Not all of them, just like a few of them, because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be good at that. But like, I was so close, and I get a 5. What the flip? To be fair, I do know that like I did misunderstand a lot of the questions, and that's my biggest downfall in exams. Like, I almost always misunderstand the question in some way. And it's like, how do I basically answered the question. What are you on about? Anyway. Sorry. Geography, I got a 6, which, to be fair, geography was almost my... Geography was typically my worst one because I always got like 4s or something in it, which the 4 is a pass. It's the C in most countries, or at least America. I don't know how many countries actually use the A to F grading system, but I know we used to, so whatever. But like, the thing is, like, I'm trying to think. The thing is, like, I was actually really happy with that. Like, a 6. From a 4 to a 6, that's lovely. That's lovely, that. I would love to just take a moment to mention the PARAPPA series, because that's also been one of my big things this year. The PARAPPA series. Nights into Dreams I've already mentioned. And I quite like Klonoa. I started playing Klonoa recently. It's really fun. I've got, Lunaty's Veil, because Daughter Phantomile is like hundreds, like at least 100 quid, and I'm not paying 100 quid for a PS1 game that I've never played before, and I'm not super into. Like, I'm not paying 100 quid for Jamalami, which I desperately want to play that game. I'm not getting Daughter Phantomile unless I like emulate it or something. Anyway, I might get the Game Boy Advance things because I've got a DS Lite. And I've always wanted to use a game pack. But other than that, yeah. I think that's all my main interests I've gone over, which, I mean, I know there's more to me than my interests. But my interests are what makes things fun. So, at the end of the day... Okay, so actually I'll go over how I'm doing currently in A-levels. In art, I keep getting told, okay, this is an A-level piece. Like, not... This is like A-star level. This is like A-star. This is brilliant. Everything else on this paper, on this sheet, makes you a C. And if you worked really well, you could get an A on this. And then I go, and then I forget. Or, like, I just plain forget to make my sheets because, like, I'm, like, 0.1 second late for my artist research. And I'm like, oh my god, she's gonna murder me if she sees me printing out these sheets. And so I just forget to do it, and I don't do it. And it's like, well, yeah, but I don't think she'll care because I just plain haven't done the sheets. And I mean, I have done some of the sheets, but yeah, I didn't finish my sheets in December that she said we need to finish for December, or we'd have loads and loads of work for us in January. So I'm going to have loads and loads of work for myself in January, and I'm honestly kind of pissed off at my past self for not just... Anyway. I think that's low-key... Oh, right, no, I forgot all my other subjects. Okay, English Lit, I'm doing alright in. I'm getting, like, I'd say B levels? I think she said I was, like, a B. I keep forgetting to do the little homework tasks because I only do the big homework tasks. And, like, it's not that... Like, right. Basically, consciously, I know that these little homework tasks are good for me and they will help me improve and they're not that hard, so I may as well just do them. But subconsciously they are not worth my time, so I just can't bring myself to do them. I'm sorry. As for English language, I'm low-key like slaying that lesson. I'm editing that part out. Alright, I'm doing really well in English language. I don't know what else to say. And I think right, I'm going to find stuff that I've done this year because I've definitely missed out stuff. Like, okay, to be fair, currently this is at the 40-minute mark, but that's completely unedited, and there's loads of like absolute blank space in this. So like, I know it's not actually going to be 40 minutes, hopefully. So, right, I am sure I have actually done stuff this year, other than just, I had my interests, I was at school today. It was so fun, oh my god. In the nights. Oh, I'd say I've like really improved on my art this year, and I think, to be fair, that is like almost entirely due to doing A-level art. Like, I love my GCSE art teachers. I love the one that I actually had, and I love the other one that I didn't have, but like she was there a lot because she hosted the art club. But to be fair, they just sort of like, they go, right, here's your topic, here is an artist. And then later on they go, okay, you choose the topic, you choose the artists. And you do that. Like, there really isn't much that we are assigned, and they don't really like teach you how to do good art. They just go, guys, do good art, and you'll get good grade. Win. Like, again, no hate to my art teachers. If you are seeing this, I love you. Also, please actually, like, teach how to do art, because I think my art was good at GCSE, but it's really good now, because they're actually teaching us stuff like rule of thirds and stuff like that. Like, we aren't allowed to use colours yet because they are so focused on tone. Like, the only colours we're allowed to use are brown and, like, dark indigo. Like we use Quink. And this is because they add warmth and cold. That's, like, the most advanced colours we're doing currently, and we'll be able to use the, like, proper colours in January, I believe. If not February, maybe March. If we can't use colours by March, I'm gonna, like, actually have a breakdown, because I love colours. I love colour theory. I love everything to do with colours. Please let us use colours. I know how to use them. I know how to use them with tone as well. But I can understand why they're doing that, and I respect them for that. The thing is, I low-key really, really like, but the thing is, as much as I wish we were using colours, I completely understand where they're coming from, and it's a really good method because they're actually teaching us stuff and we're actually improving, instead of just going, right, well, I'm improving because I've drawn a bit more, but I don't really know what to improve on. Like, you sort of just have to know what you are doing wrong, and meanwhile at A-level they're actually telling us, right, here is how you can improve your art. This is, like, specifically what you need to work on. Like, the only reason I knew what I was doing wrong is because I've been doing art upon my own personal, like, because I'm really passionate about it, and so I know, like, what is bad about my art. But the thing is, I didn't know about, like, how composition works. I had no idea about that because I was so focused on, like, characters and colour and all those things. And so I wasn't even thinking about composition, and now look at my compositions. My compositions are absolutely marvellous because I'm actually thinking about what's going on in them. Like, it's just, we're doing about focal points, we're doing about, like, perspective. Well, no, actually, we're not doing about perspective, but I'm gonna shut up because, like, I don't need to keep going, but, like, it's just, there's so many things we could have been learning, and we didn't do. It's just, like, blah. And I understand it's only GCSE, but, like, one of my friends is, like, a really, really, really good artist, and because, like, she couldn't do acrylic paint, and, like, the teacher wouldn't even teach her how to do acrylic paint, she got, like, a 5, which she should not have got a 5. I think she got a 6, actually, now that I think about it. But she was such a good artist. She was so technically skilled. She did loads of art. She always hit the deadlines. She always did the work. She did so much. But my friend who can do really good acrylic paint got better than her, which I think both of them deserve 9s. But, and you know, I believe my friend who does really good acrylic paint got a 9. I know one of my friends definitely got a 9. But my other friend either got a 9 or an 8. And I'm not saying they shouldn't have got 9s, but I am saying that my other friend should have got, like, at least an 8. Because I should not have gone better than her. Because I think while I am technically skilled, I just don't do the work. So, like, how... If you look at my GCSE books, they're actually kind of sad. Like, there are, like, 5 complete pages, like, page spreads, in total, out of my whole, like, both sketchbooks. They're off, like, 5 pages. Well, definitely out of my coursework book, because my coursework book is, like, really awful. I think, actually, I did complete a lot of stuff in my exam book. But even then, they aren't completed to my standards because I was rushing them at the very, very end. So if I would have actually done the work when I was told to, things would have been way better. She was doing all that and more, and she didn't get anything because she wasn't as good with acrylic paint as most of us. Like, what the hell? And I think part of why I did so well was also because I did like a million mediums. And one of those mediums was also acrylic paint, because I'm not bad at acrylic paint. And if I was bad at acrylic paint, I don't know if I would have got so many marks for all those mediums. But, like, it bothers me. I've been ranting for almost an hour now. I know this is, as I said, this is going to get edited, but, like, still. I need to shut up about GCSE art, because it's done. But art is something I'm really passionate about. It's something, it's what I want my job to be, so, you know, you should kind of expect it. It's what I want my job to be, it's what I want to do at uni, and in an ideal world, it's what I would be doing, like, forever, until I eventually decided to become a teacher, because, like, okay, I can't lie, if I was, like, an absolute legend, and I could do everything, what I would do is, I would get an art job, and I would get really famous, because, of course, I deserve it, and I would be this massive polymath, and I would then later become a teacher. I know that's not gonna happen, so instead what I hope happens is that I get at least, like, a semi-successful art career. I said in the past I don't want to work for Sega, because I don't, but I think I think I would want to work on the game part. I would love to work for a game studio, but I wouldn't want to physically work there, because I know that there's a lot of stuff about workplace sexual harassment in a lot of big studios, and if I work in an indie studio, I'm likely going to go and lose my job, because they're going to go bankrupt. But, like, if I worked for something on Sonic, I'd want to work on the IDW comics as an artist, not as a writer, because I know everyone who works on IDW gets attacked, but, like, it's the writers in particular, and I mean, like, I do think that Ian Flynn is not a perfect writer, but, like, I'm not even getting into this. If you know what it is, you know what it is, and you know how bad it is. If you don't know what it is, then you are living a happy life, free of the burden of knowledge, and you must go forth and spread your joy, and you must never, ever, ever learn what this is. You must remain blissfully ignorant for the rest of your life. Anyway, bye! I hope we have loads of sex with robots this year.